What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Press Pass Live, Mr. Maniac. We are back.
Woo! We are back, ready to fly. Fly like
Little,
an eagle. Well, maybe not so much like the Philadelphia Eagles, but
little preseason football is back. We're back. Madden is back. NCAA is back. Everything is back. And it'll be gone before we know it. So let's enjoy it while we got it. What up, Zoe? What up, Randy? Good to see you. Maniac, are you ready to get back into this thing?
I'm ready, man. Let's do it.
Let's talk Madden 27 a little bit. Let's get over here. And there's not a lot to talk about. I mean, the official release was yesterday. We have been grinding. Nicehunger came and ground with me the other day. What up, old timer? And then last night, Nicehunger, Randy, Bronco Man, and Maniac came and joined me, and we ground out some more, trying to find some settings. Early review of Madden 27, my buddy.
Early review. It is definitely a little bit more in depth than the last few Maddens. There's going to be a learning curve, but overall the game feels pretty solid. I'm liking what I see from EA and college football and Madden. So maybe, just maybe, old Maniac won't be so grumpy this year. No.
Well, we've come to love Grumpy Maniac. What up, Flutter? Thanks for hanging out with us here today, talking OMFL, the world's oldest and longest online CFM in the world. Started 2001, still going strong today because of guys like Maniac and Randy and Old Timer and Zoe and all the rest of these really awesome people. Yeah, I think the gameplay has been the least of my worries, and it's probably been where I've spent the least amount of time because there's so many other layers to this that we got to figure out. I think I'll talk about sort of the first biggest one, which is connected in the weekly hub, but this persona engine. And like anything with Madden, more times than not, their first attempt at something falls a little flat, right? It doesn't
Right.
quite get there, and then they improve on it. I think that is one of the tipping points. It's not the word I'm looking for, but one of the examples of a tight cycle turnaround. Their development turnaround for these games is really tight, really small. And so I think that's because they don't have a year or 2 years to flesh these things out, to test them. They sort of do their very best to create things that they can do every single cycle. And I would assume this, and it is an assumption, that they probably have 2 or 3 years worth of plans, and they probably have new things they could add today, but they're not ready. And so they're waiting to give them more time. But the Persona engine, I think, is a game changer, especially with the way we run our league, trying to keep things fair,
Right.
because no longer are the days of signing players to, zero bonus and all salary over 7 years, and then I can cut them every year and have $60 million. No longer can you try to lowball a player and still hold on to really good players at a lowball offer. No longer do you not have to think about different tag types or players retiring or players demanding trades. Like, you're not going to have to manage your cap. You're going to have to manage your team, and you're going to be forced into some really hard decisions. And I think that, for me, is a game changer. It creates
Oh
engagement.
yeah.
It creates all the things that we want, all the things that we're trying to accomplish here in the OMFL. This is getting us more tools to do that.
Yeah. I do worry about because it is so in depth. I do worry about those guys that only show up just to play their games.
Totally.
Uh, I'm thinking that they're probably going to be after the first season, like, why can't I build my team? Why is my cap so like what? You better get into it right now, guys. I'm telling you.
Yep.
There is so much to it. And if you don't pay attention, you blink, you're gonna miss out on some re-signing some of your players. You got to pay attention. I mean, you got to be on the ball this Madden, because if you're just here to play games, you might as well go down the road and find some other place to play, because
You're going to be
you're gonna
frustrated here.
be yeah, you're gonna be getting really frustrated. I did like the uh now that we were talking about this and stuff. Uh, the team that I was running last night, well, it was Cowboys, and Dak, I think, is 32, and he still was decently overall rated. I think it was like an 84 or something like that. And he wanted to negotiate whether or not you could talk him out of retirement. He was thinking of retirement. That's one of those things. Like, if you're not able to be around and do some of that stuff, you're gonna lose out on some of those guys that could help your team in that next season. So you've got to be plugged in. You can't nipple. You can't be going on no uh, month long cruises, sex cruises, man. So
You
you're gonna have
can,
to.
but you're gonna lose it. And, you're not coming back to a good situation.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. And I think it kind of uh, is reflective of what they've tried to build in this game. They built a very immersive. That's what we've asked for I don't know how many years we've asked for immersiveness in the game. And I'm sure there's still gonna be some things lacking, but I will be honest. Last night, because you guys had already been in it a little bit. When I first got in, I was like a little overwhelmed. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I haven't even gotten this far yet," and I'm like, wow, there is a lot to do. And if I don't do something, my team is going to be royally screwed. So, anyway, so I was like, wow, yeah, this is going to be a problem for a lot of guys that just kind of show up and play when the season comes around. It's like, oh, I'm here. I'll take my team. Well, yeah, you're going to take your team. Probably going to be like a filthy 58 overall team, and you're going to be very disappointed.
It'd be interesting to see guys that have to go on trips or whatnot and just have no access to be able to log in even remotely. There's some of the stuff we won't know, man, until we get
Yeah.
into it. And though we have things turned off, I don't know how long. Say there's a player who's upset. Will they stay upset until you get back? Can you ignore it for 3 advances, 4 advances? Will they make a decision while you're gone and now you're screwed? If you let the GM do things, are they going to whack up your salary cap? Salary cap, you and many others have. What up, Hurt? Hurt offered to come on today, and sadly, I had to tell him no because I was like, my time is tight, and adding another person here is going to add 30 more minutes. But I do appreciate Hurt offering, and we'll find a time for him to come help. But if you allow the GM to do stuff, your cap is you're going to get in trouble. You are going to find yourself in some big.
I seen several contracts that popped up and said player signed for like 9 years, $300 million or something. I was like, oh my gosh! I mean, good night.
Yeah.
That's crazy, crazy money. So yeah, don't leave the GM all making all the tough decisions, because man, you're gonna get in
Get
trouble.
in trouble. There's a lot more to figure out. I'm trying to take this layer by layer, but it does seem like on the surface that it will sort of be a free for all with the contract situation because the Persona engine limits what we can and can't control, but it also
Right.
solves the reason we have so many rules, which is guys not having to manage their cap, not having to manage their team, lowballing really good players and getting great players for cheap contracts, are front loading those things to where I can offload them every single season and go into the off season with $60 million, which a couple of guys would do every single season,
Mhm.
and then they would just
Yeah.
sign whoever they wanted, and they would just repeat the process every season. So the Persona engine will keep those things from happening. Everything else feels fairly the same. Gameplay is different, right? With the look for work, with the adjustments. I think it feels the same, but it is different. And I think there are going to be a lot more options to stop owners who maybe lean on specific mechanisms or specific routes or specific ways of winning. At the same time, I think it also not only gives you tools to combat that, but it gives you tools to maybe run an offense or a defense that is abnormal and not what everybody else runs and still find success. If I want to ground and pound, if I want to spread them out, if I want to play my safeties in close and give up deep balls, or if I want to play back and keep everything in front of me, like you're really going to have an opportunity to create your team. And my challenge to all of us, myself included, would be let's not automatically go to, well, he's cheesing. Oh, he's cheating. He's cheesy. Oh, he's gimmicky. It's like, the game's evolved. We have to evolve. And if somebody's taking something away from you, you have to be a good enough coach to change and to attack the areas where they're not. And my hope is with our rules of, again, I got to push the board here and see where we fall, but of no audibles and limited pre-snap changes, like all the cheesy stuff is off the table because guys can't set up things. And instead, what you're facing is the new mechanics in the game that's taking away what you like to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a different beast as far as the gameplay and all those mechanics that go along with it. I know all the micro stuff, and I don't even know like all the terms of all this stuff because again, I've been really busy and I haven't been as plugged in with like the pre-release of everything. I was always kind of on top of that stuff and knew everything coming in, but there's so many different things that I mean you can uh there's little things where you can tell your defense, hey, watch the short passes, watch the long pass, watch you still got to play the sticks. I mean there's so many different things that you can actually like. It really does play into the fact of like a real life football team. I mean, you're really managing a real life football team. That's what, and that's what we've asked for. I mean,
Yeah.
we've asked for a simulated style game, and they're trying to provide that for us and stuff. And I think one thing too, like you're talking about the different adjustments and stuff like that. Um, I've noticed like there is a bigger risk I think than reward with the adjustments because if you make that wrong adjustment, you're
Yeah.
getting burned. I mean, you are getting burned. Now, if you make the right adjustment, I don't from what I've seen from when I've done those and it's not a given that you're going to make the play either. I mean, if your guys are just not as good as the team you're facing, you're still not going to probably make the play. They're still going to make the play on it, even though you predicted the right outcome, but they're still not going to make the play. And I think that's where guys are going to have to understand. Um, and I'm pointing at myself, point one finger, you got three of them pointing back at you, So um, I really feel like that we're going to have to take it with a grain of salt, with an open mind.
Yeah.
And that's even, I know I'm just kind of probably rambling here now, but even like three wide, uh, I know that's always been like one of the big things, like, oh, he's running out of three wides. What I can't so far, like every time that I've run out, like I can't get that to work like it has been in the past, where it's like it's
Yeah.
always just been an automatic first down. I probably play the CPU more than I have human players right now at this point in time, but even running like I got the third and two, and I got three wides, and I decide I'm gonna run a little uh, 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 dive play up the middle. If they're ready for it, I don't make it. I mean, that's crazy to say, but I know a lot of guys, they hate it. I've hated it in the past. It was like, well, that's just a gimme. I don't think there's really. I know we're not actively looking for the cheese and stuff like per se is what on the line online and stuff. Those guys post all the different things, do this and do that for an easy one touchdown, but if you play the game like the way we do and stuff, I don't think there is really no gimmies in this game, which is a good thing.
I agree. Equally, I think we're going to have to be pretty mindful of things that could be abused. I know for one, you've
Right.
been sort of keeping an eye on and testing and watching has been the aggressive setting. And I think it's also easy to like forget that the game's officially been out for 48 hours or 24 hours, whatever it's been. I don't even know if we've been 24 hours. It's Thursday, right? It released yesterday
Yeah.
at like
Well,
2
I
in the
think
afternoon, 3 in the afternoon.
now it's 24 hours,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
So,
So, like, there still needs to be time. We still got to allow time, and I fully expect some updates to come out. And I think they're learning a lot from NCAA, but they also have to make those adjustments for the OMFL. For the OMFL, listen to me, for Madden, and
yeah, they're for us.
yeah, they got to make it for us, and just decide like what is maybe too powerful, what's not powerful enough, what's working, what's not working. So just give it some time. Any other thoughts before we go to our first OMFL news?
No, I'm excited, man. Another part of me wants to just like, oh, let's get rolling, but yeah, we got lots to test and do. So,
We got
but
so much to finish testing and doing. I don't think people realize how much effort and energy has to go into trying our very best to figure out how's this going to play out over 5 seasons. And last night, I get it. I don't know why I stream it. I stream it just to try to get engagement, but it's like it's the worst stream to watch. And then I realized for some reason we couldn't hear you. It wasn't your fault. It was my fault. There's a thing between Discord, so half the time it sounds like I'm talking to myself, even though I could hear y'all. It's just boring,
yeah.
grindy, not fun work, but nerds like Maniac and I, we both find fun in it. It was like there's some like fun in figuring out, oh, okay, this is working, this isn't working, adjust here. All right, we got first OMFL News Maniac. We'll be right back.
Old Man Knows Ball, Madden 27 edition. Well, fellas, welcome to Madden 27. What are we going to do with all these new features? Do we have a new rule set coming in with it? Only time will tell. The new macros, the new gameplay, the new animations. I mean, it's looking good. We all get our hopes up this time of year. Who knows? Is this the Madden that's going to be the good one that we've been waiting for? Or is it just the same old with a polished new cover? I think we have a good one. Stay tuned. This has been Old Man Knows Ball, Madden 27 edition.
It's so funny. He sent me this new picture, but it's like it doesn't say on my phone news. I just used it. I gotta find another picture. He's like, here, replace my creepy picture with this one. Joker's a funny guy. Joker's got a rep around here. I get it. Joker is a toughie. It's again, now I'm
Ah.
rambling about things that don't make sense, but it's just like I'm in a rambly day right now. But it's like if you take time to get to know people, you understand why Joker's a little rough. He's a tattoo artist who is a motorcycle rider who goes to Sturgis. Like he's in a pretty rough crowd, friends. He probably deals with really rough dudes, so he's a little rough around the edges. Just kind of take it for what it is. And I've seen Joker try to push himself a little bit to to be a little bit softer in those areas. Now, if I could just send Bill to the school of Joker and get Mr. Bill in line with being a little bit
Uh,
softer.
yeah, I know. I told Bill yesterday in the chat, like, play nice, Bill. Play nice. Bill, play.
Yeah, Bill playing nice is man, good luck with that one. We're gonna have to figure that one out. All right, I want to talk a little Madden 27 shift of power that we've had happen over here. Sorry, I was trying to make a quick adjustment. I don't have the list in front of me, and so maybe people have it more memorized than I do, but I did bring it up here a bunch. These teams are not correct, so ignore what you see on the screen. It's just helping me try to remember where people have moved. But the biggest one, the one that caught all the headlines, is Bill and D Money and Simple all switched.
No, Houday.
Houday. That's right. That's right. Houday had made his way to Tennessee. So D Money is not going to go to the AFC his very first time in the AFC. Houday is with the Chargers now. I'm pretty sure that's right.
Yeah, I just pulled up Bill's little
Sweet.
sheet. So yeah, the Chargers is now going to
Run
be
through them
Houday.
all. Run through all of them, all the divisions.
Okay, so the AFC East, they're all going to stay the same. All those guys are going to stay with their same teams.
Name them real quick.
Uh, Joker is going to be with the Bills. Massimo still with the Dolphins. Mr. James with the Jets, and Lost Sniper with the Patriots. Moving to the AFC North, we got Little Koch now is going to be the Bengals, and Denbrew is going to be the Browns. They're doing their annual little switch there. The Ravens is going to be Roger, so that's going to
That's right.
be different there for the AFC North. The Steelers are now Mizzy. Um, AFC West, we've got Randy still manning the Broncos, his favorite team. Chargers now will be Houday. Chiefs are still going to be the Sharks fan, and the Raiders are going to be still J Bowles. AFC South. The Colts, old timers, going to stick that out there. Jaguars, Peppers staying. Titans are now going to be Mr. Nipples, so he's bringing his nipple wagon over to the Texans, and so that'll be interesting. And then Mr. D Money is bringing the Titans. I think Pepper has already been trying to shop his team, from what I've understood. So on the street. So then you move over to the NFC side in the East. We've got the Commanders going to be Emperor, Cowboys, Mr. Dwayne, Mr. Cowboy himself, the Dakota Nightmare. Eagles staying with the Twinkie, and then the Giants. Colin is coming back to the Big Apple with his Giants there. And the NFC North, Bears are going to be Mr. Smash. He's moving over from the
It's gonna be a good
Cardinals to
one.
the Lion. Yeah, he's going to be good over there. The Lions, Tim is staying home. Packers, Priest is staying, and then the Vikings, Nicesonger, he's staying there. So I think everybody has kind of got their favorite team, I think, over in the North as well. NFC West. So we got lots of changes in the NFC
Yep.
West. So 49ers are now going to be Cincyberg. The Cardinals are going to be Mr. Simple. Rams, Mr. Bill is going to inherit a very good team. I'm telling you, he's going to be tough over there. Seahawks, Mr. Big Hurt is bringing
It's
the
gonna be a
Thunder
fun
over there.
division.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun division. Yeah, absolutely fun. Which I've got the little chat still for the NFC West that I'm over, and those guys have already been going ham in the chat,
Yeah, I
talking
bet.
trash and stuff. So, so that's going to be fun. And then over at the NFC South to round it out, Buccaneers, yours truly, Mr. Maniac is going to be over there. Falcons, it's going to be Zoe. That's his favorite team. Panthers, Mr. Bird is coming back with the Panthers, and Saints are going to be yours truly, Mr. Nate. So that's going to be an awesome division as well. Zoe's going to bring some fire with them birds over there. So
Yeah, it's gonna
watch
be
out.
a fun division, especially with you with the Bucks. I think you've had them before, haven't you?
This is my third tour of duty with the Bucks. So
Yeah. And then of
But
course Bird
I do
is
like.
say again?
I was going to say I do like them, but I
Yeah.
love the creamsicles. Of course, that's the reason why I asked you if you could make the cap
I
and
do
and
too. I
that.
like those jerseys.
Yeah, those are sweet.
The AFC North is going to be really interesting to watch how that plays out. Of course, you've got the two mainstays, but now the other changes that have happened in that division. Clearly, the AFC South is going to be like, wow, what is going to happen there with all of those new teams? And I mean, Nipples and D Money, and it's just like, yeah, that's going to be a fun one to see how it plays out. And it could go in a lot of different directions. And again, we just talked about it. I think the NFC West is going to be sneaky good. Cincy Berg and Big
Hmm.
Hurt are two of the best owners we've ever seen here. Both of them would not shock me if they're in the top 10 winning percentage in the OMFL. For sure, Cincy Berg has won multiple championships. Big Hurt, I know at least has one. He's in the chat. He can remind me how many he's got. You're looking at a really neat division with some good teams. Seahawks and Rams are going to be very good teams. Bill, it's just a matter of time before he wins him one. Cincyberg is going to do wonders with that roster in
Yeah,
San Francisco. And poor Lost, he's got the worst team maybe in the entire OMFL. Titans probably are close right there. You know, he's not taking over the maniac built Cardinals. He's taking over the Cardinals out of the box, and he's facing some of the top teams in the entire OMFL. So it don't get easier for our buddy Lost.
yeah, yeah. Simple. He's
Simple,
the
not lost. I don't know
yeah.
why I said lost.
that's that's all right. Yeah, simple. He's he's still new, getting his feet wet here. Bill told me to be careful to mention feet around Priest and Tim, so maybe I shouldn't say getting his feet wet, but yeah, he's still getting things figured out. I tell you what, that AFC South, I do agree. Old Timer is a very good player.
I agree.
He's kind of under the radar guy, but he plays old school. He's an old school Madden guy, NCAA guy. He plays, and he's just a ton of fun. He's an awesome guy. He's been a great addition to our community. Pepper, I mean, Pepper is, he doesn't give himself enough credit. I don't think he can play really good ball. But again, he's kind of like me in a lot of ways. We get in our way, we get down a little bit, and you just get in your own way. And I think with this Madden, just keep grinding because I've already witnessed a few games where 21-point deficit can disappear pretty quickly.
Yep.
So, uh, and this Nipples and D Money, which I know I'm kind of like staying in the AFC South, but both these guys have played against each other several different times in OMFL Bowls over the last 4 or 5 Maddens against each other. So now they're going to be facing each other twice a season. So that's going to be a really interesting matchup. Texans out of the box are going to be built probably more to win than the Titans. So again, it's still going to be interesting to see how D Money attacks that team, how he builds that team, and but I do like the. It seems like the shift of power. I don't know if there's been any time where it seemed like it kind of everything kind of got spread out more. I think this is one of the times because I think it's. I don't know if you could say it's
I
like
agree.
top heavy in the NFC or the AFC. I think it's pretty well equal. So it's going to be really interesting. I can't wait to see some of these division games, and I wonder if there's going to be some new rivals born out of all this stuff. So
I think it's going to be fun. I can't wait to see how this plays out. A couple of these teams are going to have to build, and that's another thing. My last warning, and then we'll play OMFL news, and then we're going to go to Maniac's topic today, which he didn't have time to sort of do his old school graphics, but we're going to talk about top 10 owners from Madden 26. I'm telling you now, I'm going to get the DMs. They're going to happen. It's too hard to build teams. Rookies suck. Players are too low. I don't want to hear it. I mean, you can say it because it's free country and I create a space where you can give me your opinions. It probably is not going to change. We have to make it harder. We just have to make it harder. And I don't think you can look at the last 2 Madden cycles and think it was a good thing that we had so many 95 overall teams. And we had 12, what was the number? I think it was like 20 or 35 98 overall players and up. It's just like way too many, way too many.
yeah,
And so,
it was extreme. It was the extreme of the extreme.
yeah, it was too much. And it's my fault. I did it. I was given too many things away without thinking over 5 seasons, over 10 seasons for imports, how that would affect things. The game will play better. The game is designed to play with not 800 million 95 overall players, right? We
Mhm.
break it and we break the sliders whenever we start introducing that many players, which is why we used to back in the day do the norming, and that was so much work. It was just like, all right, let's not do that. I think with all of the new things that we've implemented, though, it is going to be harder, tougher for you to build players. You're going to have to decide, where am I spending my money? You're going to have to decide, because contracts are going to be more expensive. It's going to be harder to sign players. They're not going to be as good as long. And so you're going to have to decide, okay, where are the weak areas of my team that I'm going to design in and try to overcome. So I'm excited about that. I don't view that as a bad thing. I'm really excited about how that's going to play out.
Yeah, I do like that. Thinking because a lot of times before, there'd be like a 25-year-old, maybe 26-year-old that was like on the cusp of getting like the 80 overall, and but they were becoming like a superstar or whatever, and then you see the guys throw all the money at them in free agency or whatever, or even just re-sign them, to a big
Mm-hmm.
contract to keep them. And then the way it was kind of built, you get them on your team, and if you started pushing them through the weekly stuff and then all the extra stuff that you were getting, I mean, you could build them up to close to 90 pretty quickly at the end of the season, and then there again goes that cycle. Now I think you're gonna be stuck with a little tougher decision. Okay, do I want to waste my time with this guy?
Yep.
Uh, you know, continue try to slowly build him over the next 2 or 3 seasons, or am I gonna maybe put a transition tag on him
Yeah.
because somebody might still bid on him in the free agency. Maybe I'll get a fourth round pick from him or whatever. Um, there's going to be all those different things that possibly could be a factor, and then you go into the draft, and instead of wasting your time with that particular player, all of a sudden, all of a sudden you get hit gold and you get a
Yep.
gem, and now you can use that time to build this guy into the rest of this Madden cycle. So again, choices, decisions, and I love that because it's not just like, oh yeah, I'm getting this guy, I'm getting this guy, getting this guy. Like, okay, I'm done. Now what are we gonna do? Come on, let's
Yeah.
advance. Let's advance. I'm ready. So now there's more
More
thinking
decisions.
processes.
Yeah. And I think also the days that we've seen in the past of rookies stepping into the OMFL and not only being rookies of the year, but MVPs and offensive player of the years, it's like that's going to be much. If you do that, it's because you have absolutely earned it. It's not going to be that simple, that easy in this next map. All right, another OMFL news. When we come back, Maniac's going to lead the conversation. We're going to talk about some top 10 owners. One last look back of Madden 26.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Old Man Knows Ball. Okay, let's see what we got here. Well, looks like we have a bunch of new changes in the OMFL coming. It looks like D Money has moved over to the AFC. Well, that sucks for me and everybody playing in the AFC. But on the other note, we do have a lot of new guys coming in, it looks like. A couple of guys coming back. I think this is going to be a good season. Just remember, guys, follow the rules. Watch that FPR. Don't get caught. And most
Or just don't
importantly,
break 'em.
have
How about
fun.
that?
Enjoy the ride.
Don't get caught.
Madden 27. The new stuff is here. What's it going to be about? I trust Nate and the crew to get us on the right track, right settings, everything going, everything smooth. Let's have a good cycle. This has been Old Man Knows Ball, Madden 27 Edition Part 2.
I love Joker, mainly because he's a very big guy who scares me a lot, but the don't get caught made me laugh. Or just maybe don't
That was
do it.
hilarious.
Maybe that's an idea, Joker. I'm just going to throw it out there, something to think about. Madden 26, Mr. Maniac. Usually in the past, for a long time, I think for, I don't know, 6, 7, 8,
Oh.
9 years, something crazy, you were able, because life gave you the space to create these really cool graphics with Madden ratings and your top. Well, at one time you were doing the top 25 owners in the OMFL, but today we want to talk top 10 owners from Madden 26. I'm going to turn it over to you.
Yeah, so I really feel bad that I couldn't do the graphics. Maybe later on after I talk about this, maybe I'll have a little time. I can do a few here and there and then get them released or whatever. But it was always fun. I know the guys, I think, love the fact that I would give them a rating, and then
Absolutely.
just it's just like the NFL players. They get to show their rating. Like, what, really? I should be better. Or I should, or well, I'll take it. This kind of thing. So anyway, so it's always been a kind of a fun type of deal. But my top 10 coaches starting at number 10. Really, as I started thinking about this a couple days ago, it's like, man, this is tough. It really is. It's not easy because there's so many good players, good coaches here, and any one of you could really be in the top 10, right down to it. But my number 10 is Mr. Lost Sniper. I think he's just really great at building a team builder. He just does so much, and I played him last Madden, or now I got to say the Madden before last because we're in Madden 27. So as the Bills and the Patriots, he was such a tough a competitor, uh, and we see that by his Hall of Fame player got inducted. His wide receiver, that dude was just a beast. But Lost Sniper does that, and plus he does so much other stuff. These apps and stuff he has made, just like absolutely mind blowing. I told him he needs to sell this stuff,
I agree.
make some money. But he is my number 10 and could not go wrong if I'd have put him up at number 5. Number 9,
Wait, before you go, I
newcomer.
meant to say too, we didn't mention with your player ratings was some of the stuff that you would give ratings. This wasn't just about did you win on the field, did you build a good team? It was also like the extra things and the extra content, the extra pieces, which Lost Sniper is the absolute king of.
Yes, community involvement. I think there was a content one that I had on there. It was really neat what I did and stuff, and I know guys really enjoyed it. But at number 9, I've got a newcomer, Zoe. Again, I was
Absolutely.
trying to throw guys in there, and I went through probably like 20 different lists before I settled on this one. Zoe took over the 49ers. I know he didn't get deep into the playoffs, uh, but he was he was kind of like uh, him and D Money and I just Meat Boy would battle out some absolute mind blowing games throughout the in seasons before Meat Boy left, and then D Money had a lot of stuff going on in his life, but Zoe was just he was phenomenal with that roster, and to take Brock Purdy and be able to do what he did, oh my goodness!
It's
So
crazy.
I had to put him up there.
I agree.
Uh, yeah, I think he's got a noodle arm. I think it was like an 85 throw power or whatever, but he would dot you up with that dude, and so I had to give him some props. And he did make it to the playoffs. He did win a couple playoff games, but just uh like we all find out, it's a beast, a different beast in the playoffs. But again, so my number 9, and then coming in at number 8, I put D Money. Uh, I know he didn't have a great Madden. I know he had like again, like I just said, he had a lot of stuff going on. But he did make a bowl game. He lost that bowl game, I think, to Jay Bowles.
Yep.
Um, but the first 3 seasons he was lighting it up. He was in the playoffs. And again, D Money is just D Money. He does things. He makes you earn everything that you're going to get from him, and he does not make it easy. And he is just a phenomenal play caller. He's one of the top play callers here. He will get you in a bad situation and make you pay for it. And so that's the reason why I put him here at number 8. If he'd had a little bit better stuff going on, and maybe not so much the uh, other things in his life that was causing issues and stuff, then he probably would have been higher. But I put him at number 8. It's probably the lowest D Money has ever been on my list.
Little bit of a legacy rating there because some could argue he was not a top tenner in Madden 27. So a little,
Yeah,
I mean, Madden 26. So a little legacy.
little legacy, but he did make it to the playoffs, so or to the bowl game. So that's the reason why I kind of stuck him in there. At number 7, and I know Cincyberg didn't go deep into the playoffs, but Cincyberg was another one that I kept bringing back and forth. He had one of the top offenses in Madden 26 the entire cycle. We've seen that from the wide receiver that he had going to the Hall of Fame. Cincyberg is one of the best offensive gurus I think we have in this community.
Absolutely.
Um,
I would
he's
argue in Madden 26, the best.
Yeah, because I know he put up. There were several games he put up 50 plus points. Like, so he just made it difficult for anybody he had to face, and I know a lot of the NFC South guys were probably glad to see him go, but but he was definitely humming with the Falcons, and I'm trying to think of the Falcons quarterback, the left-handed guy. Uh,
Just because you
uh,
asked me that. Oh my gosh.
uh,
What is
uh,
wrong with me?
Penix.
Penix. Thank you. Oh my goodness. That was going to drive me
I
nuts.
couldn't think of I was thinking about Tua, and then I was like, no, that's not because they got 2 left-handed quarterbacks over there. So, but Penix, yeah, again, he's one of those guys, not like super great, but somehow, some way, Cincy Bird made him become an absolute phenomenon
Agreed.
in the OMFL, and he was a consistent Pro Bowl quarterback in the Madden 26. So there you have it, Cincy Bird number 7. At number 6, Big Hurt. Big Hurt made ball game number 2 or 4. I can't remember.
I think he said
He
4
lost
in the
to
chat today.
okay. So he lost to Dwayne. I think it was a 16-14 game. I think if I remember right, it was a very close game. So he had a first 3 seasons again. First 3 seasons he was on fire with the Jaguars. Then he got a new job and things kind of fell apart with the Madden and stuff, and because he was just busy with life and had things going on. So he would have been probably a little higher on the list if not for that. But the Jaguars, it seemed like the Jaguars fit his persona perfectly. The running back, the little shifty running back. I can't even think of that guy's name right now, but
Tootin.
Tootin was a scootin'. Yeah, there you go. Tootin was a scoot. Man, he had him in the top 3 rushing category every season that he had him, and I think he was number 1, maybe 2 out of those 3 seasons. But just absolutely a tough out. Every time you face Big Hurt and the Jaguars, you knew you were going to be fighting for your life, and so that's the reason why I put Big Hurt there. And again, if you look at the playoffs, those first 3 seasons, he was going in deep into the playoffs, or second round, third round, and then had the bowl game. So he was definitely uh, on good track to be even in the top 5, if not for all that the other stuff that was going on with the job and things. But there's number 6 for Big Hurt. Number 5, Mr. Colin. Colin did have a little bit of a down
I like that
uh
one.
down Madden first save for his not winning the championship, but he was, if you look at the playoff history, he was in near every playoff season. He dominated the NFC North again. Um uh but he was just, especially again the first 3 or 4 seasons, really super tough. And he had those Bears rolling. Now he's going back to the Giants, his favorite team. Going to bring a little bit of that swagger back over to New York and the NFC East. I just feel like that Colin again. If you wanted someone to be your offensive coordinator, he would be your probably one of the top 2 choices to be your offensive coordinator. And again, not a whole lot of extra stuff outside of playing the game, but he was a steady Eddie. I mean, he was always there doing what he needed to do, and just absolutely a beast on the sticks on the offensive side. And I do think he got better on the defensive side. I think if we had had a couple more seasons in this last Madden with it, if it hadn't been so bad, you might have actually been in a championship game. So, and then my number 4,
Now
he's gonna.
we're getting into the good ones.
Yeah, we're getting into the good ones. Probably this one may shock a little bit, but I, Denver, number 4, Denver. Denver was an absolute crazy dude. I'm telling you, like he drafted really well this Madden, and then uh, I think he played defense better than we have to give a lot of credit for. I know I played him in the playoff game. He just smashed me. I mean, he demolished me. I was so demoralized after that game. I was like, I don't want to ever look at Madden again. But Denbrew, again, though, he does a lot of other little things, here and there. I love his commercial, the Part Shack thing. I just laugh at it every time because it's come on out of Denver's Part Shack.
It's
But
pretty good.
he's a character, but he's also he'll slap you around if you play him in Madden. He is a no nonsense guy. He's a great guy, and he again was another one that made the playoffs almost every season. If I look back in the playoffs, he was in the playoff pitcher. And so again, though, the Bengals are not the best team to start with, and I think he builds tremendously. So I had to give him here number 4. Again, I went back and forth, but this Denver, I know you're probably gonna just completely detest this and protest it, but I do feel like you were number 4 man. So at number 3, now we're getting to the nitty gritty. Mr. Randy Brockelman. He had one championship with the Colts. Definitely. I think if he would have stayed with the Colts, you probably would have had another one at least.
100% would have.
So he left that. Man, that Colts team was so good when he left that team. And then he took on his favorite team, the Broncos, which were struggling with talent. He remade them in like 2 seasons and had them competing for the championship. I think he was in the AFC playoff or the AFC championship game with the Broncos, and then deep into the next playoff with the Broncos. So again, I just feel like he's great on the sticks, but he's also great at managing his team. Builds a great team, and not only that, he does content. He's always putting out stuff about his team, little articles and things. That's talking about his team and stuff. So I just feel like that Bronco man, this was where you were at. And I went back and forth with the number 3, number 2. But I just think if you'd have stayed with the Colts, yeah, you'd have been up there with Dwayne with all those championships that he won this season. So, and at number 2, I got Jay Bowles. Jay Bowles is the most improved Madden player from one game to the next. I think from Madden 25 to Madden 26, it was light and day. Um, as wide receiver, Thornton had a lot to play in it, but man, he utilized him really good and sometimes a little bit too much. But but he absolutely came out of nowhere. He did a great job, and I love how he did the. Uh, he kept his team together, and then he had to rebuild that quarterback. He had probably the best quarterback in Peters, the OMFL maybe has ever seen. But he let him go after that playoff or the bowl win. He gets a rookie and
And
builds
just
him
keeps
up
on going.
and keeps on going. Yeah, he in the next 2 seasons after his bowl win, he was in the playoffs, deep into the playoffs, even with that rookie quarterback. So I have to give him props for again for building, noticing what he had nucleus in this team. He kept building around them. Uh, Made that switch of quarterback and never missed a beat. So Jay Bowles. I know we've talked about how you say his name, and I always forget. So, but bro, welcome to the top tens list. I don't know if you've ever made it or not, but you made it in this one. So, congratulations.
Drum
And
roll
then
now.
nobody's probably sleeping on this one.
It's already typed in the chat.
Number 1, Mr. Dwayne, 3-time OMFL Bowl champion in Madden 26. The dude was a beast. And he lived up to his nickname that I have given him, the Dakota Nightmare. That is, I wish he would actually rename his persona in the chat Dakota Nightmare, because when you know you got Dwayne on the schedule, everybody goes, "Oh, that's lost."
Yep.
But he is so good. We talk about steady Eddie. He is steady. He never deviates from his game plan. His game plan is run you over, run you over, run you over into submission. And he's probably the best run scheme team I've ever seen. A coach, again, he could be probably one of the top 3, 4 coaches that you would take for an offensive coordinator or whatever to run your team. Um, but man, Dwayne, I mean, what can be said? The legacy, I think he's got like what 10, 11 championships all time in the OMFL. So I think he's number two.
Yeah.
But this Madden, it didn't matter if we were on all Madden. It didn't matter if we were on all pro. Didn't matter if the slider changes. I
Never
seriously think
matters
the
with him.
sliders could be all on zero, and
Yeah.
he would still dominate. So I just have to tip my hat, Mr. Dwayne, Dakota Nightmare. You are number one in my top 10 coaches of Madden 26.
Run through the whole list one more time. One to 10.
Okay, so it's number one, Dwayne. Number two, J Bows. Dwayne, Cowboys, J Bows, Raiders. Number three, Randy, Colts and Broncos. Number four, Denbrew and the Bengals. Number five, Colin and the Bears. Number six, Big Hurt and the Jags. Number seven, Cincyberg and the Falcons. Number eight, D Money and the Rams. Number nine, Zoe and the 49ers. And rounding up, number 10, Lost Sniper and the Patriots.
All good human beings, all good dudes, all guys that make the OMFL what it is. And I deeply, deeply appreciate it. Like the quarterback on a football team, I get way too much credit when things are awesome and way too much criticism when things are not awesome. It's just part of, being in this position. Yes, I work really hard and try to work really hard and try to create a lot of content that probably doesn't resonate with most people, but I enjoy doing it, even though my voice is shot today. um you guys are what makes the OMFL different, and just it's just a different place because of you guys. All right, OMFL mailbag real quick. We got 4 questions, and then we'll wrap things up. Mr. Tim says, what new Madden 27 feature are you most interested in how it affects the league? Hands down, the Persona engine, which is going to affect contracts and trades and positions. Like, you think you can hide that really good rookie on the bench and not use him? He's going to complain and he's going to force you. You think you can sit that veteran, to be a 92 overall quarterback as your backup? He's going to complain and he's going to make you cut him or do something else with him. It's going to change everything.
Yeah, I agree with that one 100% because just in some of the little bit that I've dealt with it, I mean, they don't mess around. When they're upset, they either want the starting position, or they want more money, or they want to be traded. And if you don't, I want to say, and I'm not 100% sure, but I even seen one that threatened to retire. So
Yep.
I don't
You and I
know.
had that last night.
Yeah. So I mean that's gonna be interesting to see how that is how we manage that. And I know I'm probably gonna get there and watch like the first season of Mayfield, Baker Mayfield gonna be like I need more money. If not, I'm retiring. Like I ain't got it. I'm out of here, and I'm stuck with a 58 overall quarterback the rest of the season. That may be interesting. So, but I'm probably gonna be why did he quit on me? But that is gonna be game changer. And I don't think people are quite ready for it yet, to be
Yeah.
honest.
I haven't seen it yet, but I know it's in there. Players demanding trades. That also could really change the way things happen here because we've never had a game that forces you to trade a player. Nice Hunger. He says, what are you most excited about for Madden 27? Don't want to repeat myself, so I will go free agent frenzy. I think it has the potential to be just like a draft night for us, but shorter, not as much of a commitment. And the content and the sort of energy and engagement from the league could be super cool. And I'm kind of really excited to try some things and see if we can make that like a live element that really hasn't been alive before. Most of the time we have 3-day advances, and then Maniac and I try to squeeze in a few names on the draft show before the draft starts and we sort of just blow past free agency. And
Hmm.
in the NFL, like 3 days before free agency starts, who's my team got? Who are they signing? Why are they going after this guy? Why are they like this has that
Yeah.
opportunity to add that to this league and could be really fun.
Yeah, and that's the reason why they call it frenzy in real life, the free agent frenzy. Just so we're not like just completely the same on everything, but I am really looking forward to that. I think I'm really excited about that. But I'm also excited about the weekly recap thing.
Yeah.
That's probably the most in-depth highlight show recap, and I really hope that they expand on it even more eventually. Um, but I love the fact that they have it outside of uh, and I think they do have like a little halftime show in the game as well. But I know like when your competitive juices are flowing, you're trying to button push through it because like, all right, I'm down by
Yeah.
14. I'm ready to get back on and get my team moving and score. But I love the fact that they have this inside the franchise hub, so you can look at it and watch it at your leisure, and but it still feels fresh and it still feels like you're getting actual content that's live.
Yeah.
And I do think that there may be some things that can be pulled out of that as well for content in the league as well.
I
Um,
plan on doing it. I
because
plan on running a 2 minute drill, like a Chris Bergman 2 minute drill they used to do back in the day. I plan on doing something like that with our highlights.
I love it. So yeah, so that's one of the things I'm excited about as well.
Joker, are there going to be any restrictions to macro adjustments? The answer is more likely yes. And more than likely, we will not allow custom macros and only allow you to use the in game macros. Again, I haven't played as many games as I should because there's other things I got to work on. But I think there's like 4 or 5 or 6 like default macros like play sharp pass or watch the scrambling quarterback or whatever they are. You guys probably know them better than I do. Um, my initial thoughts are we're going to allow those, but no custom ones because the custom ones could get weird. And I've already started seeing YouTube videos of set up this custom micro adjustment and never ever have to play defense again. You know, it's like put the controller down. It's
Yes.
like, wait, that's not what we want here.
Yeah, I think those things open up a can of worms, to be honest, because um, I know because I was fiddling around with it myself. I was trying to, I mean, you can take any play that you come out in, and you can basically say if you come out in man, but you have certain things in that macro set up to where you can have your edge guy go to the flat. You can have the other edge going spy. You can have the other middle linebacker go deep third, and then you can have the other one go in the other flat. And so you got guys kind of like doing like this across the field. Um, again, it's looking for flaws and different things to manipulate the game to your advantage. And not saying that anybody here would do that,
Yeah,
but
sure.
not pointing any fingers. I'm trying to be nice, but definitely if it's there, then the what is it? The temptation is also there to win, and so I think it opens up a can of worms. So
Oh my
I do like
goodness.
the ones that they have set because it's
Yeah.
just basic. Watch the inside run, watch the outside run, watch the inside receiver or whatever. Those are kind of like basic type of things to I would think that a defense would say, but drawing up your own play with like again, like I said, left end going to the flat to cover the flat. Oh no, we ain't about all that junk.
Zo's absolutely right. They were made for comp Madden players. They complain. He didn't write complain, but I figured it out because I'm smart about being quick hiked. Yes, I think you're
Mhm.
absolutely right. But I think there are some neat ones in there. Again, I need to play with it more before I make a call. But like, I think there are some neat ones in there of like, well, I know this guy is going to run up the middle. He does this every first down, so I'm going to watch for that. Right.
Yeah.
Finally, Nice Hunger. What owners do you expect the biggest leaps from in
Hmm.
Madden 27? I got to be honest, it's a great question, Nice Hunger. I have no clue because this game will take a different mindset, and I think there as per normal, they're about half the league that's unplugged and has no clue yet. And when they get in there, it's going to be like, you're going to have to invest. It's like NCAA. If you're not willing to invest the time and learn it and adjust and be willing to sort of adjust on the fly in game, which is what we want. We want that strategic chess match. You're going to not be successful this Madden. I don't think you will be.
Yeah. I 100% agree with that. And I think too, like some of these owners, and maybe you've already said this, because I start thinking about stuff and then I kind of like zone out. My wife says that I do that; she gets mad at me. So, but I think a lot of guys get used to just being like, "Oh, this is how it works." You need to do this instead of figuring it out for yourself. You're like, "Oh, okay, well, thank you for spending 3 hours figuring it out on your own time, so that way I don't have to do it." But I think guys just really need to look at that. I was going to say, going back to his question, actual question. Um, I think Roger. I know he was the Texans, and the Texans are not a bad team. Ravens are a different beast, though. And with his favorite team, they are his favorite team. They were Nipple's favorite team. They are his favorite team. Uh, it's either going to be a make or a break. I know with me, when I played as Cowboys, I always struggled because I just hated losing my favorite team. So I found that it's easier for me to play with other teams. But you know, Roger again has the opportunity. He's going to have a great team to start off with, and then I think who was the other one I was seeing over here? Um,
Zoe's going to be fun.
Zoe's going to be
I don't
fun,
know that you call that a leap because he was already really good.
right? Um, I think Tim has kind of been on that like
Yeah.
flat tier. But his team, I played you the other day, and
They're
his team
good.
is, oh my goodness, they're so
Yeah,
good.
Tim's going to be good.
So I think he's gonna I think you're gonna see a little bit of a leap from Tim also. But yeah, it's really hard to say this point in time. But you can kind of speculate on some of these guys, and I think Bill has a great chance to
Yep,
have a
I
leap
agree.
because
That's
he's
a good
got the
one.
Rams.
It's a good one.
The Rams are built to win now, so and they're tough. And he played me the test game the other day. He whipped the snot out of me. Watch out for Bill. I think he's on the rise.
It's so funny when we get to the hour mark, almost immediately half the people
Everybody
drop
drops.
off. Yeah, like a half. It's like that's as much as I can handle. The ears can only take what the butt can handle. The butt taps out at one hour. But we're only at
Uh,
105, so we're not too bad. Maniac, give me some closing thoughts, my buddy. It's good to be back with you. Good to be back. Weekly Press Pass Live.
yeah, I'm glad to be back.
Wait,
This
real
is one
quick.
of the
I'm
things.
sorry. Real quick.
No,
Tim just spoke about himself in the third person in chat. I can't. That's too
ooh.
much. That's too much, Tim. I can't take. Tim wrote, "Tim is his own worst enemy." We cannot talk about ourselves in the third person. Go, Maniac.
Yeah, I am so glad to be back. Press West Live is one of the most favorite things I love doing outside of the draft, and I'm excited to hear about the free agent frenzy for that possibly with all that's going to be going on with that. Madden's back. We're back, and I'm just excited to be in this community. Appreciate all the hard work that you do around here as well. I know, again, like you said, you get a lot of praise, but you also get a lot of uh, ears that are mouths that are griping in your ear. So, but I really appreciate you, and uh, I know it's not easy because I mean you got a family, you got other things going on as well, but there is nothing that can be said that Nate did not put in the effort or the time to help get this thing rolling, get the community where it needs to be, and I appreciate you for your example and your leadership.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate all of y'all. This place has its moments, but I love it and don't want to ever stop doing it. A small pitch because Maniac and I had an amazing match the other day. Simple and I also had the longest match in our little league's short history, but the Grown Folks Boxing League is growing, and it's a lot of fun. Mr. Bill tapped out because he was a little frustrated with the disorganization. I get it, but they're trying to get it better. If you're looking for something different and just a new way to have fun, and like it's not too serious, and you get to beat up somebody and punch them in the face repeatedly, check out the Grown Folks Boxing League. It's a lot of fun. Maniac, thank you for doing this. Thank you, Joker, for the OMFL news. Thank you, Nice Hunger, Joker, and Tim for your Press Pass Live questions. Push for audio questions. As I get some of these things figured out, a new incentive plan will come out. I'm playing with some ideas in my head. You know, we still got a handful of guys that, you know, wait till 2 days before everything's due and goes and dumps a bunch of videos, or, you know, they're never active in chat. They just like do what they got to do to get to gold. And it's like, I'm playing with some ideas. So look for a new incentive plan. I'm going to take a breather really quick, like 10-ish, 15-ish minutes, and then be right back up with the Deuce, which is Maniac's League. I'm going to go play Tulane versus Oregon. That'll be fun. That's not going to be fun at all, but we'll be right back. I was going to
ask you too about new commercials. When are those going to come out?
I hope to have those ready in the next week. I think I've got 2 that are ready to go. I just need to do some editing, add music, that kind of stuff. In the next 7 days-ish, 7 to 10 days, somewhere in there. Because it's a balance between, like, I need to figure out sliders, but I also need to spend time doing that. So I've got a handful of new ones that'll be ready. So I can't wait.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so.
All right, my buddy. Thank you for making time, guys. Take care of yourselves. Happy Friday. Come hang out with me in a little bit for some Deuce action. Love you. Peace.
Bye.
Smash that like and subscribe.